Good afternoon. We're reading the Bible in a year, and we're going to be looking today and for the next few days at disaster stories and natural wonders that appear in the text of the Bible. And today we're going to go back to maybe the oldest one. It's the story of Noah. And what I'm going to read to you this morning is Genesis chapter 7, and I'm going to read the first 5 verses. The story of Noah. Yahweh said to Noah, "Get into the boat, you and all your family. I have noticed that you are the last person in this generation who behaves well. So take with you 7 breeding pairs of each of the ritually acceptable animals, and only 1 pair of each of the others. Also take 7 pairs of each kind of bird. Do this so that all kinds of creatures will survive and breed. This time next week I am sending rain that will continue day and night for 40 days to wipe out all the living things on earth that I have made." Noah obeyed Yahweh's command. The story of Noah is an old one, of course, and an early example of an apocalypse, told with some variation all over the ancient Middle East and also in other parts of the world. If you want to know more, look up flood myth on Wikipedia. There remains little doubt that there had really been a disastrous inundation at some time in the ancient past, and there must have been survivors to tell the tale. Our version may well go back to those living in the Fertile Crescent in Mesopotamia, an area that is persistently prone to flooding, but really big civilization-busting floods are rare. And geologists have suggested that the floods that accompanied the end of the last ice age around 8,500 years ago might fit the bill. After that, the Persian Gulf filled with water and the mean sea level rose by about 120 meters to where it is now. 2 other theories are just as reliable, believable. Geologists have seen evidence of a major meteor strike in the Indian Ocean around 3000 BC, which left a 30-kilometer crater still visible on the ocean floor now. This would have caused a devastating tsunami that would have left coastal areas inundated for some time. And then Greek and Roman naturalists had noticed the fossilized remains of seashells and fish bones high up in the mountains. Some have suggested that the flood myths originated as an explanation for their existence. They didn't know about the tectonic movements of the continental plates, which, when they collided, lifted the fossilized remains up. And instead they assumed that the waters had once covered the mountains. Well, our ancient biblical editor may have inherited his story or her story from earlier storytellers and may have been surprised to find a similar flood myth being told in Babylon during the Babylonian exile 587 to 400 BC, with its similarly detailed description of the ark and its dimensions. What is particularly Jewish about our version of the story is that kosher animals don't come in 2 by 2, but 7 by 7. The story is a morality tale also. God decides to erase version 1 of creation because of the seriously bad behavior of the humans. This is creation done over again, and the human race given a fresh start with the last surviving righteous man and his family. A kindly and solicitous God, he even comes and closes the ark's door for them, to keep them all safe. That's in verse 16. The justice of God and his right to judge humans are the major themes of the beginning of the story, as is his mercy to the one righteous man left. More of the saga of Noah tomorrow.